Okay, right. Let's begin this. First question is from Tolga. And it said, being goalkeeper of the men's first team and assistant manager. Oh, oh, um, being
Let's start.
assistant being assistant manager of the women's first team. Whose style of play do you prefer and why? And don't sit on the fence. He said.
Don't sit on the fence. To be fair, I think both try and play the same way. Both got the same formation. Um, obviously, well documented how good the women's team have been playing this year. I think because on Saturdays I'm stressed out anyway playing, and I see it from obviously in the goal, so I don't really see it from the side. So I don't know if it looks any better from the side. From people sliding into my DMs after the pre-season game, I don't think it does look good. But yeah, I think the women's team. Just because of the fact that I can watch from the actual sidelines and see all the phases of play, which you don't particularly see when I'm in goal. And obviously you've got the added stress of trying to win a football game. So um, yeah, both sort of similar. So yeah, I'm going to sit on the fence on that one.
And then another one relating to your involvement in the club is obviously you're in the men's team, but apart from that, what other highlights from your time at Clapton?
Or like non-playing
Yeah,
wise.
non-playing highlights.
Uh, well, I think just every sort of post-match bevs, obviously, like the social. Can't ignore that. It's a big part of it, really. And I suppose coaching as well. Started to really really enjoy that. Starting from just basically just tagging along with Tolga really to the women's sessions, and from now sort of doing my own sort of one-on-one stuff in lockdown 2.0, or someone called it Locky D the other day. But yeah, coaching, just seeing, it's quite good to see somebody progress. But mostly the social, really, to be honest with you, just being around like-minded people and my family in it. So probably just the sesh.
Um, you mentioned about obviously you stand the goal, so that's your perspective of the game. Um, Rachel asked on Twitter, do you like having the fans behind you supporting, or do you prefer it to be when they're behind the away keeper, adding pressure to them?
I think I don't know really. Like I think, to be honest with you, I'm quite focused in the game, so it's not. I don't drown out the fans, but I'm used to them really, and used to having. Well, in Essex Senior, I'm used to having people shout different sort of things at you. But so I don't know. I think as even when I played against Clapton, Zombie Clapton, still unbeaten against them. I think it does focus you a little bit more, and it sort of gets you up a little bit. So possibly would prefer them behind me rather than giving any sort of any. I don't know. People always seem to have their best games against us, so I prefer them on my side.
Right, the lead slander is like
We
the
go.
next
The hate
section.
crimes are starting.
Um, this is from the whole Gravy Ultras. Is it weird to not be from the north but still supporting the worst thing about it?
Um, is weird. Not being from the north and not even going to bother with the second half of that question. But yeah, shout out to the Francis family in Otley, Holbeck, and in the Dales as well. I don't think any of them are watching anyway. None of them really like football. But nah, best team in the world, apart from
And
Clapton.
and then this one's from Jeff. He said, would you rather Leeds win the Premier League or Clubton win the Middlesex Premier League this season?
The Premier League is just an awful competition. Like it's actually shocking. Had more fun watching the Championship, so I no definitely prefer Clapton to win at least one thing this season for sure.
Correct answer. Um, and then obviously going back to the new ground, well, not the new ground, the old ground, by the end of this year, is it? Start of next year. Um, who would your dream opposition be for the first match?
Dream Oppo. Probably a team I played for in France, FC Marmont Calcet. So they're just based about an hour away from Bordeaux. They play in CFA2, which is a ridiculous standard of football. It's like the fourth division. It wouldn't be enjoyable to play, but they're sort of made a lot of friends over there, and
Yeah,
it was definitely probably one of the best years of my life living out there. So probably them.
Sounds good. Never heard of them. Sound.
Do some research.
Um,
I'll probably link them or something.
what's your? This is from the E7 crew. What's your most memorable Clapton game you've played in, and what was the most memorable moment when you've been stuck in the dugout wishing you were on the pitch?
I think most memorable. Sorry, was that game? Was it?
Yeah.
First game was a night game against Spawn Hackney. First game of the last season. That was quite epic.
I think that was on Bonfire Night.
No. That's you're thinking of Northwest London. That was a good game as well, to be fair. But I think the ones that stick out, obviously my first game, non-league day against Stonewall was good. Well, the first 45 was rubbish. We were 2-0 down, I think. But yeah, any sort of home game really, because it's always an event.
Yeah. And then this is a bit of a personal one from Tom Marsland. Why did you choose to become a goalie, even though you're 5'4"?
Well, clearly I didn't choose to become one. And if anybody doesn't actually know, no, I'm not 5'4". Yeah, so I was obviously picked last at football constantly in junior school because I was terrible. Some would say not much has changed. But basically, no, I didn't choose to be a goalkeeper. I was forced into it, like most people are. And yeah, I didn't really start playing 11-a-side in like in an actual league until secondary school, really. So sort of picked it up. So, but some people
No, it's going all right now.
Going all right, but some people would argue goalkeeper's not football anyway. So, well, yeah, was forced into it, shall I say?
This one is from Jordan, first team centre back. How good is your back four?
The back four, I think genuinely like back four and goalkeeper and all goalkeepers at the club and all the defenders at the club. I think that's where the strongest in the division, without doubt. Don't actually keep that many clean sheets. We should probably keep more clean sheets. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the back four. Just immense. Like it's long for the opposition when they have a look at us and you see someone like Jordan's dad in there, Safari as well, Liam and Dino obviously. And shout out to Niccolo Black as well, who's joined in from Dubai, which is where everybody is, second home. But yeah, back four is amazing. And hopefully we can keep the tuck shop closed, as I like to say, when we come back. Is it next week? A couple of weeks time?
Well, 2 weeks, I think. I don't know. No, I don't think anyone knows, to be honest. And then, again, another one to do with the Spotted Dog. If you're doing a DJ set at the Spotted Dog, what are your top 5 punk and reggae tracks to play?
Yeah, that's from the Clapton Punks, isn't it? Shout out to them. Why not mix both? Why not do... First song would be Punky Reggae Party, Bob Marley. I think for the punk, I'd probably keep it more old school. I would probably go White Man and Hammersmith, The Clash. Undertones, do they count as punk? Get Over You is one of my favourite songs ever, in general. And then with reggae, I'd probably start off old school. I don't think Clapton on a night out is ready for Vibes Cartel just yet. Some of the players are, but I don't think the wider audience would appreciate it that much. But who else?
Get them involved.
Slaves as well.
Everyone likes Slaves.
Yeah, I know it's a bit modern and a bit sort of pop punk really, but Cheer Up London and from them and Sockets is another one of my favourite songs.
The Hug Talk as well.
Keep it old school reggae as well. Everyone loves an old school reggae night, so all the classics, Beanie Man, and even further for a Banton, all them sort of things. Yeah, I should definitely do a set for sure. I'll definitely do that.
This is from Joe, who did it last week. If it's a last-minute penalty and you get sent off, who are you giving the gloves to? And you've got no subs.
You've got no sub goalkeeper. I was going to say Dan.
No sub goalkeeper.
I think when Dino kicked me in the face a few weeks ago, I think Liam was going to go in goal. So probably... Oh, Sherwin should shout out and said him. Yeah, maybe Sherwin actually. Good with his hands in terms of cricket.
Good shout.
I would say Liam. I reckon Liam's got that technique. I
And
reckon.
then,
sorry, actually, I've just seen Justin just there. Justin actually does play sometimes farther side and goal, and he's done some good camera saves. So taken after your boy.
and then another penalty-based question is: what's your most memorable penalty save?
I don't think I actually made one for Clapton yet, which is annoying because that used to be my thing back in the day. I think I went through. I think with Chingford we conceded a lot of penalties. We conceded like 10 or 11 penalties, and I think I saved about 8 or 9 of them. So I had a really good record then. Best ever penalty save. I think it would have been for probably probably at school. I've done ones where I've gone the wrong way and then sort of managed to get back and just stick a hand up. And
It's a school game though. That doesn't count. Not documented
not
anywhere.
Not
Could
documented.
be making up.
Actually, what am I talking about? Chingford Athletic, probably one of the best games I've ever played. Cup final against Cranes, I think it was, who had half the Ugandan national team in their squad. It was ridiculous. There was all sorts of issues with that cup final. But yeah, I think I saved 2 in that. So yeah, that's probably my favourite.
Jeff's just sent in a question. Other than yourself, who is your prediction for Player of the Year?
Well, where are my trophies from last season? What's going on? There's 3 of them, I think, at least, that need to be making their way around to Walthamstow. So whoever is in, I don't know who sorts that out, but
it's not my job. Tweet everyone.
You're in the firing line. You're there.
Yeah.
Players. I'm trying to think now. If you held it tomorrow, then Tafari would probably win it. But there's obviously you never know. Jake Stevens is coming back strong.
Julian in the middle.
Yeah, I think Julian could do a bit more. I don't even remember if he gets Instagram. I'll text him saying he needs to do more. He needs to do better. But yeah, it will probably be someone from the back 4 again.
Another one from, I think this was Facebook. Not that I use Facebook. How did you stay fit and motivated during lockdown?
I haven't, to be fair. First lockdown was literally because I was on furlough and bored out of my mind and it was sunny. I was just out every day, obscene hours of the day. That was when you could break onto Mabley Green back in the day. Yeah, no, I'm struggling in 2.0 for sure. Just try and do something every other day just for a little run. You always feel better after you do something. That's the thing. It's just the motivation, which is I'm struggling with at the moment for sure.
And then Paul just asked a question. Do you want to get into coaching and management after playing and in the women's or men's game, or even both?
Yeah, probably both. In terms of management, no. I don't think I can control that group of people. I'm happy with and I actually don't know a lot about football, to be honest with you. I know about goalkeeping, and that's about it.
That's the hardest one, surely.
Yeah, that's you can forge a career out of that, to be honest. But yeah, that's something I'm definitely looking to do. Get all my badges up and all that sort of thing when we're allowed to. I had badges already, but just to obviously get as close to as far as I can. Yeah, definitely coaching goalkeepers is the way forward for me when I retire in like 20 years.
Well, obviously you're wearing the new shiny silver goalie kit.
This ain't even been released yet.
Not even released. Because someone on Twitter asked, "You never wear the correct kit. Why do you choose not to wear yellow socks?"
Them socks are like an absolute monstrosity. And yellow and green should never be seen. Like, I have a particular image I like to keep up on the gram, obviously.
Obvious.
I can't be influencing out here wearing them yellow socks. That is horrendous.
And short or long sleeves as well seem to mix up a bit.
Always short sleeve me. 2 of my heroes, 3 of them, like Buffon, Casillas, and Sebastian Frey, all do short sleeves, and that's not the reason why I do, but it's definitely cooler.
Andrew asked, when are you baking for the squad and what are you going to make?
Man,
we've all seen your Instagram stories.
Yeah, of course. We've got to finish this by 8 o'clock. It's the final tonight, Bake Off, so I'm all over that. Yeah, I can do something for sure. I've actually, to be fair, I need to, because I think for the women's training I bought after a game, Hampton and Richmond Borough did some vegan brownies, so can probably do the same for the men's team.
I think everyone wants to see your top as well. Give the world first exclusive.
Reviews, boom, right there. Can't show too much. Can't. It's one of them. It's one of them leaks.
What's the reason for it again? Someone told me. Something to do like referee.
I think we need a third choice shirt as well. And to be honest, I don't like the yellow one. I think all the shirts they're the rejected ideas of what was going to be that kit, basically. So the silver one, I'm going to wear this as often as possible, I think, if I get picked. Yeah, just needed a third choice kit, really. It's got matching shorts as well, but I'm not
Oh,
gonna. I am actually wearing them. This isn't like one of them Zoom calls where
another fashion question. When's the suit and tie coming out at a women's game?
Yes, Sade. That's what I'm talking about. Like 100%. If we get into a final, like I'm going full Zinedine Zidane on the side. Like I'm talking like the most ridiculous suit. Like and then obviously skinny fit. Obviously, maybe even, might do Pep style. Maybe some spray on jeans or something like that. And then yeah, we're going definitely. I've said it now. So if we get to the final, it's 100% suit and booted.
And then someone asked from Mexico, do you use any technology for improving your game in any way, like in training or to yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I've got a few little toys like the rebounder. So literally, you just throw a ball and it just comes back at you with like double the pace of it. We try and film some of our sessions as well. I've just seen Jessica comment there. But yeah, I mean, in terms of just and then hopefully, the majority of our games are filmed, so you can look back on that sort of thing. But yeah, little aids like that are quite good. But then I never watch any goals I can see because it's just annoying. Yeah, basically filming and basically it's quite expensive, all the technology and all that sort of thing. So, and I do actually wear my Fitbit in the warm up just to see how much.
Don't you want that what's it called, that camera that kind of focuses on the ball?
Yeah, for sure.
I think we should get one.
Need to get that done. AGM's coming up. I think you were meant to have already submitted.
Going out on the newsletter's going out tomorrow. See.
Okay.
Know my stuff.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. Someone asked, "What's your daily skincare regime?"
You know what? What is it? I actually thought that somebody would ask this, and I don't know why. So I have a lot of answers prepared in my mind. No, it's just moisturizer and then some not baby oil, bio oil at the moment because Dean's fucking knee is still left a mark on me. So yeah, just moisturizer and water. Shower every day.
Apparently, we're getting a whip round for the camera now. So if there's enough of you, go buy it.
Yeah, they're expensive. Expensive stuff. I think one of my old clubs. It's weird that you see like YouTube teams have them, and they've like got no fans or nothing yet. They've got like a $3.5 grand camera. Like they must know somebody from the company or something like that. But I don't know. Would I pay to watch myself concede goals? Maybe not.
Just fast forward past that bit.
Yeah.
Stephen asked the question about more of your time in Japan. Something to do with.
Oh my god! Yeah. So this is like very, very much. I never ever join a club like normally. Like no one ever says, "Do you want to come down and up?" So he's in Japan, obviously living the bougiest lifestyle, and basically was in a park playing football, and then these guys come over and were just like, "Oh, do you want to just come and do some training with us?" And then we were just like, all right. So just thinking like, didn't know who they were, and then sort of, it was only around the corner, and it happened to be a team called Cerezo Osaka, who were they in the second division or first? I think they're in the first division of the J League. So it was ridiculous. Like
that's pretty impressive.
It was. I mean, to be fair, I'm making it sound as if like I was signed up and all this sort of thing. It was literally. I think what has happened was, having done some Google Translate, is it was in the summer actually. So a lot of their goalkeepers have gone to I think on international call-ups, and a few are injured. So it's literally just have someone to hit the ball at in training, something like that.
Crash test dummy.
Yeah, pretty much. And that was the time where Diego Forlan was playing for him as well, but he didn't do nothing. He was just, we went to watch a game as well. They gave us tickets for a game and then managed to watch. I mean, I think he came on in the second half and did nothing as usual. I think that was his last game as well. But so got a little soft spot for them. So obviously Gamba Osaka are not the one. Cerezo Osaka, best team in Japan for sure.
And then someone on their actual Clapton Instagram account asked, what gaming, if any, do the team do together, and who's the best? Like, who's the best at FIFA?
Yeah, I tell you, it's not me. I'm awful at FIFA. I'm awful at Bilal is unfortunately no longer playing for us.
Is he not?
No, he's he was quite good at gaming, I think. I don't think anybody really plays that much. Yeah, if you're on live at the moment and you're in the team and you think you're good at gaming, put it in the group. But it's definitely not me, and I've not got PS5 money just yet.
Not there's no games on it yet either, so you might as well wait.
Yeah.
A couple of quick ones. Best Simpsons episode. Obviously, you love the Simpsons, as it's all over your
Seasons
Twitter.
1 to 10. Season 1 to 10 only.
Any particular episode?
Episode the one with Johnny Cash as guest star. That's probably up there for sure. And obviously, Maggie Makes Free is a classic episode if you're your Simpsons stuff. And obviously, Hank Scorpio, Top Boy.
And then favorite Clapton chant. Obviously, there's a lot, but what's
There's
your
a few actually. Someone's just said
Sims?
I actually do like Sims. Yeah, I do.
Sims and Football Manager,
And
a great
what's really
game.
weird is I bought Planet Zoo as well. So that is a strange buy. Sorry, back to the question. I've forgotten already.
Favorite chant.
Favorite chart? Well, if anyone makes one about me that actually sticks, then it would be that one. But I've got a very hard last name to rhyme with anything. I think just the ones in general, the lo 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 at the end, because that means you want it pretty much. But yeah, there's too many to pick from.
And then a question from Twitter. Jeff said you'd be his number one pick on his quiz team out of the men's and women's team. Who would you have on yours? Up to 3 people. And who would you definitely not have?
Who would I do? We'll go with who I would have. So I've got a big gap of knowledge in TV, apart from Simpsons, obviously. Film rather than TV. So I don't know anything about films. Who would I have? Julian's Oxbridge educated, so obviously he's straight.
Always helps.
Helps. Who would I have in the team? Is it up to 3? So I'd have Julian. I'd have the gaffer. And one more.
Isn't Liam a history teacher? Isn't he?
There's full of teachers, aren't there? Yeah, full of teachers. Yeah, Liam as well. That's a strong team, to be fair. That's a strong quizzing team. Who would I not have?
Yeah.
I think probably a couple of the young bucks, really. I think they don't know anything about life, so, they're still in school, so what do they know? Probably either of them.
What's your favourite Strokes song? Another one on Twitter.
That is hard. So you can see the vinyls behind me. So the new album's pretty good, actually, to be honest with you. Selfless from that album goes straight in. But I think anything from This Is It or Room on Fire, it changes every day. It depends on what mood I'm in. 1251 is a go-to. That's probably one of the favourite ones. But yeah, anything from them first 2 albums.
And then your top 3 albums in general, just out of anyone.
Oh, terrible. I'll probably pick 3 Strokes on. I'll try and be as broad as possible. So Kanye West, Graduation I'd go for. I've got to pick a Strokes one. Probably Is This It, which is, I think it's over 20 years old, which is aging me a little bit. And then just probably Bob Marley, Legends. There's just too many classics on.
And then who was your favourite player growing up as a kid?
So this is a long question, long answer. Sorry, I'm terrible with being succinct. But so in terms of actual football, in terms of like goalkeepers, as I said before, Buffon,
Casillas,
and Sebastian Frey. But then all for sort of different reasons, not necessarily for how good they are, but like a lot of their style and that sort of thing as well. And in saying that, like one of my favourite ever players of all time is Hidetoshi Nakata. So Perugia, Roma and Parma and Bolton Wanderers. Just so cool. Like always had like dyed hair, like obviously had the tape on the socks, and just like I think he retired at 28 because he just thought, I'm done with this. Like sort of done an Asuakoto before it was cool. So,
yeah,
him probably as well. And players that do that. I think Kleb as well. I like players that no one really likes. Alexander Kleb was probably one of the best dribblers I've ever seen on the pitch as well. So him as well. Just try and be.
You sound like one of those people that plays Football Manager all day and night and just knows obscure people.
I used to. Plymouth Argyle was my team on Football Manager. We did madness with them. Took them to Champions League a few times. But there's too many things you can do on it now, all these new features. I just want to be able to just, buy the best players and just play the game.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to train in as well. That's horrible.
Who's the most technical player on each team? It's like
Oh,
men and women's.
I'm the most technical player on the men's team. Right, I've got the best range of passing without doubt. Like, I'm not even joking. Wait for the fire in the comments. Technical, yeah, no. Julian is, Julian, very good technically, and he can use both feet. So can Sham actually. I'd probably say him.
And then who on the women's team would you
Oh
have?
yeah, sorry, of course. I think the way that Phoebe plays at the back just reminds me of Maldini. It's ridiculous. Like some of the parts very rarely has to make a slide and tackle or anything like that. And then obviously you've got players like Larissa, obviously, and then some of the ones that we haven't seen quite yet. Teju is very, very good, very talented young player. So hopefully she can get some more games. Yeah. Elastic is right. So do you know what? If I had any sort of fitness about me, I could play midfield. But
We do. I want to see you up there in the 90th minute, like,
Jeff
up for a
said
corner.
yeah.
Up for
No,
corners.
Jeff had said that he would, if we'd won the league or whatever, I'd get a run outfield. But sometimes it's best to like let the legend live on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you have to see me and I'm terrible, like that's no
True.
joke.
Don't think Sherwin's very happy. You said that Sham is.
No, I said Sham's got both. He's both footed, and he's quite good.
And then what's a couple? Well, wrapping up. There's a couple left. What was your favourite save of last season and a goal, if any in particular you can remember?
Favourite save, and there are a lot of them. So, I would say there's a couple against. I forgot who's that Polish team that we play.
Oh, is it PFC Victoria?
Yeah,
That's a player of bibs.
Yeah. So I made a one-on-one. I've forgotten Jane. Obviously, Jane is the most technical in the women's team. Sorry, yeah, by far. Who's saying Cricklewood game at home? Yeah, good. I mean, to be fair, I would say, PFC Victoria. There was a one. There was a 2-on-none basically, and the geezer sat me down and passed it across to somebody, and I was able to get up and manage to make a block save for that. And in Northwest London, I've tipped one over the bar, which is ridiculous.
Was that quite recent?
Now everyone's putting in names, which I should have said for the women's team. Yes, Kira Monahan as well. Everyone in that team is technical. I think, to be fair, the women are just, the way they play, it's all technical on the floor stuff. So the whole team, sorry if I've missed you out. For the men's team, I'm still claiming it.
Even though I think you should take a free kick one game if it's just top bins.
I could do free kicks, yeah.
And then, have we got any more left? Any more questions in the?
So he's put Poku Banks.
I hate that guy so much. And then someone asked me earlier, when does the next games start, or when's the next home game?
I don't know when the next home game is. I think we've got a couple of away ones straight away. So, who we got? I think we've got a cup game, and then we've got away at Kensington Dragons, who I've never played against before.
A long journey to Kensington. Although it could be worse. Could be all the way in Northolt.
There's been some horrible away trips.
Are there any more?
We're away at Holbridge.
Where is that? Is that Southend?
That's the deepest, darkest parts of Essex. I used to love going there midweek and getting back home at 1 o'clock in the morning after getting spanked. Yeah, love that.
I think Andre's still there, Clapton legend.
Yeah.
Or he was like a coach or something, I think.
Andre Spencer you're talking about?
No,
it's in
coach.
Yeah. I think he's still there. Yeah. Shout out to him. He's doing great stuff over there.
And then obviously the first home game is December 19th, apparently.
Thanks, Paul. Someone's on the ball.
I think that's all of them. Although I know next week we're doing another one of these, but I'm not sure who it's going to be with. I think it's someone from the women's team. So yeah, I think have you got anything else to say?
You know me, I could go on all night. What's up? Half past. We're all right for time. Is anyone? No one's asked any questions in this group, have they?
Andrew's just asked: has Sherwin own studs, or does he just like skiing?
No comment.
And then someone asked, "How are you?" Just the general.
How am I?
Yeah.
You know what? Thank you for asking that. I'm good. I'm a little bit lack of motivation from this lockdown, but
I think that's everyone.
that's everybody. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good, and stuff like this is really good to sort of connect with everybody. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. But yeah, I'm good. That sounded like I was trying to. No, I am.
I know. I've got
Don't
one
send
more
me the
question.
emails
It's
asking
just
how I am. I'm good.
coming to my head. Who'd want to win Bake Off?
Well, justice for Hermine, because what on earth was that last week? That was just. I mean, the show's lost credibility. So who do I want? I want. Who's even in it? Is it Laura? Is she in it?
I think so. I can't remember. I kind of stopped watching after like a couple of weeks ago.
So there's the two men that are still in it. I don't want either of them to win because I just can't stand either of them. But yeah, no spoilers because I might not watch it tonight.
Oh, but you can't look on Twitter then or anything. If
Can't do anything on Twitter these days.
Paul asked, had you been captain before this season, and how has it been a keeper captain?
Yeah, it's probably really awkward for referees because they hate it when the goalkeeper's captain.
Have to run all the way down the pitch.
Yeah, I think at most clubs I've been at, I've sort of managed to sneak a captaincy there, somehow. But yeah, it's really good. Sort of makes you, I don't know, it's a bit of a, there's obviously natural pressure that comes with it, but then also, obviously really proud to be out there to represent this team and everything that we stand for, really. So hopefully you don't notice a difference. I'm still the same, play the same way. And, captain doesn't really mean anything. Everyone will lead. You need leaders.
Yeah.
There's a few of them in there, so it's really good that you don't have to just rely on me. There's so many people in that team that can put in captain's performances every week. So good on them.
This one's a slightly long one. If you had to pick your first 11 from both teams, who would you put in it?
I was in a mismatch of the team. I put Polly in goal.
Not yourself.
Nah. I just want to watch the game, really.
Yeah.
Chelsea at left back. Shout out to Chelsea. Get well soon on that injury. Then I would have Safari and Phoebe at the back, and then I would have Mim right back. There's not many men that can actually get in this team, Centre mids. Probably have
Julian, surely.
Julian, Kira, and Jimmy. And then there's just so many people to think about. I can't even answer that question properly. Sherman's not getting in the team there.
Really? Pretty sure he's the leading goal scorer of.
Yeah, but when you have 30 shots a game, you're going to score one of them, aren't you?
True.
Yeah, Jack Stevens in there, left wing. I mean, this team would never work anyway. It's too attacking. Like I would literally just pick the best players. I wouldn't pick a team that had any sort of chemistry. You need one of the gamers can sort out the chemistry. It's team chemistry.
Yeah. How long does Stefan take to get changed after games?
That's a routine. You need to get him on one of these for sure. Steph, not only does it take him long to get in the shower, and then you'll have full on conversation with him in there, and then he'll bring a travel bag with him. So he's got his hair net in there. He's doing everything. He's doing the skincare routine. The toothbrush will come out. It's literally. I don't know if he goes straight on a night out from the change room, but he's in there for a long time for sure. They all are. Everyone takes him, Jeff, and Dean are usually last to always leave the change room, I think.
I think you're getting quite a lot of hate in the comments by the looks of it.
Yes.
Who is he? Who's Jordan again? Lots of crying emojis. And then someone else asked to have another look at the shirt. I think could be the next big seller.
Next big sale is it going to be on sale in time for Christmas? Are we even having Christmas?
I don't even know if they're having it on sale or not, but
So
if people want it,
it's the same as the away shirt, but in grey.
so
I wanted all black, so
not allowed that because of the refs.
Yeah, but just get them to wear a bib,
like Victoria.
like Victoria. They'd love a bib, or get the refs some new stash. Get them decked out.
The grumpy refs of this. in the Middlesex Prem and the
I've
dodgiest.
tried for so long not to talk about refs, so I'm not gonna add anything else to it.
Oh, Sherman is saying if you get the ball in the box, then he would get 30 shots. He's saying.
That. I don't know if he's talking to me or if he's talking to other people in the team. He scored 2 against Hilltop, and he should have scored 5. But
Win is a win, though. To be fair,
a win is a win, and to be fair, like I don't save all the shots that are taken at me, so I'm not going to complain too much about that.
I think that's all the questions, unless anyone's got a couple more.
30 seconds to get in your questions.
Yeah,
I'm out.
that was all the ones off Twitter and like the Instagram story.
Is this being
Recorded? Yes, I need to remember to press
because
save.
man like Tim's going to have to because he's not got an Instagram, my old man. So send it over to him.
Yeah, no, I got told a lot to press save once it's done. So
yeah, I've done that before. Like completely lost the live story which I wanted to keep, and going. So
who allows Dino to wear joggers under his shorts on match days?
No comment, man. Yeah, Dino's once turned up to a game without boots though, so and odd socks, so I'm not surprised.
That's just not surprising. Who's the quickest at the club from Jeff?
Who is the quickest?
Maybe Lewis on the wing.
Lewis is the quickest with the ball at his feet. In terms of just literally a race, it's Josh or Noah. Fama tried to put himself in there, but I think Fama said he was the quickest, and I remember in pre-season that Hackney Wick, he got outpaced by somebody, and I was just like, you get out of that conversation. So I'm one of the slowest for sure. I don't have any acceleration. I've got 1 pace.
You're a goalie, it's fine.
Yeah, but if it was over long distance, I can do a lot. And bleep test, I came, I think, 3rd, which is embarrassing. So quickest, I think, is Josh, isn't it?
And then last one.
I lose with the ball.
What's the most underrated football quality?
Consistency, for sure. There's people that are, brilliant one week and not good the next. You don't need that. You need someone that's going to give you 8 out of 10 every game, which is hopefully what I think. That's what I sort of pride myself on. Probably next game now I'll make a load of mistakes, but I can't remember the last time I've made like mistakes 2 games in a row, sort of thing.
All right. I think that's all for now. I think we're going to do one next week. Again, not sure what day or who with, but there's plans for one in the Telegram chat.
Oh, Telegram. Don't envy that. How many messages are in there daily? Like 1,000 or something like that?
Quite a few. Yeah, sometimes I've got to stick it on mute.
Mute for a year.
Yeah. Thank you, Jack.
No worries.
I think people like that.
So, being kept looking to achieve at the end. I don't understand what that means, Steph.
Like, what do you want to achieve by the end of the season? Or
by the end of the season, hopefully win something for sure. I think we need to be getting promoted as quickly as possible. So
yeah, up into the Eastern Counties. Apparently, that's the
Eastern Counties.
That'd be so far. But I think
just go to ESL. Just go straight in there.
Even though they probably wouldn't let us in. To be fair.
No, take out Clapton and we'll just swap.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, thanks guys for having me on.
Thank you.
And, it's been good to virtually see everybody.
Exactly.
And missing it already, you have no idea like how much I want to be back and how everybody wants to be back. Everybody's ready for the first game of the season. We'll see who's fit and who's not. But good to speak to everybody and see you guys whenever I see you.
See you at the next game, probably.
For sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, see you on Saturday, Steph, for sure.